Next we're going to look at sporting goods, sporting goods store. If we roll back over here, let's leave our house. And to kind of give you, let's go back to the house real quick because I kind of skipped a little bit on actually looking at it. Of course, you guys can look at it just as easy. Here's your store items. You can pick all your items that you want to store and all that good stuff. So let's go back to, now we're going to look for sporting. Look at goods, add items to sell. If you're the owner, you can add items. If you're not, you can at least shop for new items. The one thing we are going to have to fix, which you can already tell right here, is that in our sporting goods, we're going to have to cut that little section out. We're just going to have to knock that sidebar out, which we'll do before the end. I didn't expect all that to be that long, so all we have to do is cut that menu out. So if we go to the actual code, sporting goods, max items in a sporting good, all it is, and you can change this to whatever you want, it's the level of the sporting goods store times 10. So if it's a level 2, it can hold 20 items, level 1, 10 items, so on. Being that all these are the same, I mean, this is just like the medical place as far as storing items, or even your house. Let's scroll down to the actual menu. Your menu is just store or add weapons, and these stores are a lot the same, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. First thing you have is your buy weapons. It's going to give you, it's going to select all from shop weapons, where the ID of where you're at equals whatever weapons are in there. It's going to list them all out. If you want to buy them, then it's going to say sporting equals 1, bot equals 1. So if we go to bot, then we look at select all from shop weapons, where the shop, the rand, and the durability, whatever it passed. It's going to check to make sure you can afford it. It's going to make a new randed. Insert into player weapons. It's just if you buy it, then it's going to insert it into your player weapons, all the stuff that you need. It's going to delete it from the shop weapons. It's going to update the players to get rid of his cash, whatever he spent on it, and then it's going to give the cash to the shop. Simple, just like we've been doing. Look at weapons to add to sporting goods. This is for the shop owner. It's going to list all his weapons. It's going to, print everything out. If he decides he wants to add something, set price equals 1, sporting equals 1. We're already in sporting, so set price. It's going to say how much do you want to sell it for. Then it's going to give him. Then it's going to insert it. It's going to select the player weapon again, make a new randed, because the randeds are always going to be changing. That way, it keeps players from cheating. They're never going to know that number. Insert into shop weapons the weapon you chose. Delete it from your inventory so you don't no longer have it. You're done. That's it for that. I'll go ahead and say clothing store as far as armor shop or whatever you want to call it. And you'll notice I'll put armor and then store in here. It's just from whatever you decide to call it. Exact same thing. And I will say this for those of you that don't understand that all these get methods that what I'm doing. Simple explanation is that I'm reloading the exact same page, but I'm setting new variables to stop at the page where I want it. So where is, if you choose the armor shop, the clothing shop, then if it's set as clothing, if that thing has any variable in it whatsoever, which we set whenever we click on the page, like clothing equals 1, then it's going to stop here. And then while we're inside the clothing store, all this code, this is where we're going to stay. It's just going to keep coming back and forth in here, and we're just setting new variables to end up in new spots, new codes. And once you get used to it, you can do this. You don't have to do it this way. This depends on how many pages you want in your game. This does make a lot more work for the PHP parser, but man, it takes a lot of code before you start slowing that thing down, and there's not enough code here to worry about, so I just made it like this. Well, let's go ahead and leave clothing store is the same way as the weapon store. You can just kind of read through it and go through it. Cafe is just like the rest of it. You buy food, you can add food to it. Nothing unusual. It's the exact same thing we've been doing. The only difference is you can cook food, and you're going to have recipes. Here's my recipes. Let's browse them. And all the recipe is the level, the name of the recipe, the type of skill it's going to take, like a dagger is going to take weaponsmith, then the 5 ingredients it takes to make it, and you have to have those 5 ingredients, and then the values. So let's give it a little test here. Let me find my kitchen. Hope I got a kitchen built. If not, we'll have to build one. We can look at the, there it is, cafe. Cook food. Only the shop owner can cook food here, not anybody can come. Now you can make it, and this is what I was going to do, to where people can come and cook food in the cafe, and I actually have this set up in one of the other games that we'll go through, to where they can pay to cook food here, but the shop owner gets it for free. But here's the recipes. The let's go back here real quick. The level is based on the shop level. So if you want items that you can't cook, like let's say a level 2 item is just too much, you have to have a level 2 shop in order to cook a level 2 item. Chocolate acorns. It's going to tell you what you're missing. So that person, now I know I need to go out and find me a chocolate bar. Now let's go. Anyway, it selects the recipes from as long as the level is less than your. Actually, it's not the shop level, it's the character's ability, my bad. So your skill level for your cooking is how good. So if you're level 2 cooking, you can do level 2 recipes. Type equals cooking. And then if you notice here, there's a crafting page. We're going to go to that shortly. We're not going to do it right now. We're going to continue with locations, but that's where it kicks into. I have a separate one for crafting. And that's where all the crafting happens, weapons, anything. And you have your cafe main menu. Next is your farmer's market. It's market goods, the same thing. Now if you notice, it's going to select where type equals plant. And if you notice, the cafe was type equals food. So that's what the type's for. You can buy the items, you can look at the items to sell. It's the exact same stuff we have been doing before. Nothing special here whatsoever. Market main menu. Now for the workshop, it's the same thing we've been doing here. Buy workshop goods, but it's where type equals crafting and is edible equals 0. So in other words, if type equals crafting and it's a plant, it's not going to be sold at the workshop. It's is edible equals 0. So that is edible 0 means false, so it's not edible. But type does equal crafting. That's going to be your metals and like hammers and stuff like that, things you buy at a workshop. So you can buy them, you can add stuff, set price. Then you can actually craft a weapon. Same thing, you select your recipe and then you go to crafting once you find the recipe, and this is going to go with your weaponsmith, and type equals weaponsmith. Here's your main menu. The apparel is stuff like the type equals crafting. Hold on, let me scroll down just a hair. Let's go ahead and go to our apparel here. So I thought I seen one here. There it is. I actually don't have anything for apparel. I thought I did, but the apparel is just another shop. A lot of it's the same of what we're doing already. You can add items, you can take it away, you can actually craft. The apparel is basically your armor shop, but it's the crafting. It's like the workshop, except for you're going to be doing crafting here. You're going to be building your armor here, crafting it. You can change that to whatever. So that's the different kind of shops. Now that's not everything that's included, but that's just the different kind of shops. Next we'll actually go to the parks and stuff like that.